Welcome to the Loutos Law Podcast, the injury lawyer that's got your back. Here's your host, attorney Cassidy Loutos.
Have you noticed the abundance of billboards and TV ads for injury attorneys? But can you name one that you truly know and trust? Hello, my name is Garfield Bowen, co-host slash producer. Today I'm excited to introduce to you a reliable, outstanding injury attorney, attorney Cassidy Loutos. Cassidy, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me here, Garfield. How you doing?
I am great. Cassidy, you have an awesome following. I know, my gosh, you've been in the community for a number of years, even though your show is already building momentum. There are some here that don't know you, don't know your business. So let's start there. Tell us about your practice.
Sure. So I own a law firm. My law firm's name is Loutos Law, and we have offices in Jensen Beach and in Fort Pierce. And our primary area of practice is injury law. So we handle all kinds of injury cases, ranging from auto accidents, burn injuries, medical malpractice cases, nursing home injuries. And over the years, we've handled thousands of injury cases, and every single day I have a new case that surprises me. So
Wow. So, Cassidy, when you're not busy running your business, what do you like to do for fun?
So I'm a mom and I have three daughters. My daughters are 6. One recently turned 4. And then I have my little baby who's 1. And my daughters are very busy. So you can find us at the park. We like to go to the mall, just to browse around. We color. I read extensively with them and just for my own enjoyment. And I also am one of 6 children. So I have a bunch of sisters. And my sisters and I actually do a lot of traveling together. So we'll take weekend trips. We go to Orlando. We actually have ones coming up soon. But yeah, we have, I have an abundance of sisters and daughters and family members, and we're always just out and about doing something.
And moms, get it done. Y'all know how to get it done, right?
That's right. I always say that if you want something done, you ask a busy person. And by default, moms are usually pretty busy. So moms do, we get it done.
Okay. Cassidy, talking about being busy, I can almost have a hard time catching up with you. But in your words, tell us, why are you doing this?
Yeah, so I was barred. I went to law school and graduated almost 10 years ago. This 2024 will be 10 years. And after I got out of law school, I was fairly young. And like I mentioned, I have multiple siblings. So one of my sisters actually was in a really horrific car accident. And this was during a time period when I was newly barred as an attorney. I really didn't know what type of law I wanted to practice. And I never even had considered injury law. But my sister got in a really horrific accident. And while she was in the hospital, I mean, maybe the day after the accident, she had a collapsed lung. She had severe neck injuries, severe back injuries. Like, if she had not gotten rushed to the hospital immediately from the accident scene, she could have died. And not even a day or two of her being in the hospital, and she was in the hospital for a pretty long time, she got a call from the insurance company from the other party's insurance company. And the insurance adjuster said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry this happened to you." I mean, she's still on medication at this point. She can't walk at this point. She still has tubes coming in and out of her body at this point. And they offered her $50,000. They said, "If we're so sorry to hear about your injuries and what happened to you. We'd like to offer you $50,000. Now, at that point, I had not really been an injury lawyer. I had not really ever taken an injury case. And I was so dumbfounded by the fact that here is this person lying in a hospital bed. We have no idea the extent of her injuries, how these injuries will evolve over time. And you have an insurance company calling up an 18-year-old and offering them $50,000. Well, what the insurance adjuster did not tell my sister or my family at that point was there was actually a policy worth $1.5 million. So they, quickly tried to get a settlement reached so that way they could avoid actually paying out with what her damages were actually worth. And ultimately, my sister now is 28. Thank God she's alive and she's doing okay. And 10 years later, she can't walk down the street briskly or jog without pain. I mean, she's got substantial pain that will be with her for the rest of her life. So I actually took my sister's case and I litigated the case for about almost, I want to say 4 years. And we did reach a substantial settlement much later on, but she needs that money every single day to go to her chiropractor, to go to her physical therapist, to get her massages, to get her acupuncture, to get the treatment that she needs and will need for the rest of her life. And so at her case, obviously it hit close to home because she's my sister, but it really gave me a sense that I need to be helping more people like my sister. I need to be helping, because God forbid, if you don't, how can you make an agreement if you don't even know what you're fully agreeing to? And the one thing that I want to say is a lot of my clients don't understand initially when they get into a car accident or get in some kind of accident resulting in injuries, how those injuries will manifest over the course of their life. So it's so important to have an advocate and to really fight on their behalf. So that way they get the full justice and compensation that they deserve. So that's kind of how I got involved in doing this. And from there, I've had other cases that have kind of, just reaffirmed my belief that, what I'm doing is noble, because ultimately sometimes you just need somebody to fight for you. So
I guess Cassidy got your back, huh?
Yeah, 100%. My clients, I don't let anyone mess with my clients.
Listen, love it. You have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll see you on the next episode, Cassidy.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thanks for listening to the Loutos Law Podcast, the injury lawyer that's got your back. To schedule your free consultation, visit loutoslaw.com or call 772-617-8940. That's 772-617-8940.